And for once in this book, we're starting with another film image. Your quest, your rules. Only you can fulfill your quest. No one else can take the steps for you. You may certainly ask for guidance, but the decisions you make are ultimately yours. For example, someone might suggest to you that it is high time to leave that drafty swamp of yours, but if moving far, far away doesn't suit you, don't go. I wish someone had told me that before I ended up in a ruffled collar. The sooner you decide what you want, say, embarking on a life-changing quest, the sooner you can begin mapping your goals and setting out to achieve them. Remember to keep the bigger picture or goal in mind, and try not to focus too much on every little detail along the way. Excuse me. Be open to unexpected encounters and surprises that lead you in new and exciting new directions. You may want to pay special attention in these moments, for it may be your very own, hopefully not evil, fairy godmother at work. Be your own knight in shining armor. Oftentimes, a wait-and-see approach is a shrewd move toward achieving your ultimate fairy tale dream. But you may start to feel a certain fire breathing down your neck when too much time has passed. Like when the prince of your dreams still has to climb up to the highest room of the tallest tower with true love's kiss to rescue you. Boy, this tired old plot line again? In that case, it's time to take matters into your own hands. This needn't be a daunting task. Simply take note of your strengths, assess the risks, gather what tools you need, and create an action or escape plan. Before you know it, you'll be well on your way toward fulfilling your own destiny. What's more satisfying than that? True love didn't get me out of that tower, I did. I saved myself. That's more like it, Shrek. Shrek a donkey on another whirlwind adventure. Stop living in someone else's story. Alas, there is no magical scroll that spells out the rules for life. But here's a little secret. You don't need one. For there is no single correct path. You get to determine your own fate, taking in what serves you and discarding the rest. Sure, there are rules we all must follow, but just because the majority chooses to live within the confines of the kingdom doesn't mean it's right for you. Someone else's path is just that. Someone else's. And its rules set down by the current authority are for thee, but not for me. That's your cue that the status quo needs a bit of refinement, or a complete overhaul, depending on how happy you'd like your ever after to be. I'm never drinking that potion again. So sharpen your sword, go forward, and carve your own path. Let someone carve it for you. Few understand this critical lesson better than Shrek, and fewer still are more richly rewarded for acting on it. Keep your chin up. If there's something you want to do, or someone you really want to be, then the only one standing in your way is you. Even the most royally pampered among us cannot deny that life has its ups and downs. The higher you rank in the kingdom does not equate to more ups. On the contrary, being a peasant or seeing your face on hundreds of wanted posters doesn't mean a life full of downs. Your reaction, of which you are always in control, to every circumstance that determines where you reside on the upside-down scale. For example, your screaming triplets either cause you to feel overjoyed or send you into a fit of rage right in the middle of their birthday party. Consider how you want to feel before you react without thinking. Remember, the goal is to tally more ups and downs. So when life tries to knock you over, cast you aside, or have you taken down, keep your chin up and don't look down. Unless, of course, you're walking through the swamp, you'll want to watch where you step there. It sure doesn't mean if you're a coward if you're a little scared. You know what I mean? Because I sure as heck ain't no coward, I know that. Take risks. The unknown can certainly be frightening, but you must admit that there is excitement in taking a chance. And when you consider that life itself is full of risks, you're doing exceptionally well. If you're apprehensive about a new venture, begin with smaller gambles, like going left instead of right at the fork in the forest or trying out a new style. This will help you recognize how well honed or not your hunches are. Yet, even when you stumble, you haven't really lost much. Bigger risks, like taking a journey to an unknown realm, trusting a new acquaintance, or revealing what's deep in your heart, can have equally sizable payoffs. The key is realizing that you are brighter, braver, and more resourceful than you know. There's really nothing to be fearful of. Taking a chance either yields glory or brings to light what you need to work on. Whatever the outcome, you always gain something valuable. So whether you're heading out on your first quest, always bet on yourself. Or on your fourth, write your own fairy tale ending. When it comes to fairy tales, one size glass slipper does not fit all. Though it may not be love at first sight. Like that's ever gonna happen, am I right? It can still be real. Once you found a perfect match, hold on tight. Tight enough to let them know you love them more than anything, but not so tight that they feel smothered. Making small concessions like attending Fullerton, Baroque-style gatherings are normal, but it's also important to remain true to yourself. In other words, if you ain't Baroque, you don't need fixing. For example, if you're used to others being scared of you, it'd be quite a challenge to keep up the nice guy routine forever. And if that's the you someone fell in love with, why change? While there's certainly room for a little give and take, it's most important for both of you to be on the same page in your storybook. This was supposed to be my happily ever after. Then you'd better keep looking because I'm not giving up mine. And yet another image there. It's going to be champagne wishes and caviar dreams from now on. May all your endings be happy. The thing to remember when you arrive at your happily ever after is that it is more than a single moment set against a romantic sunset backdrop. It is a collective something you and your betrothed build upon once your relationship has been sealed with true love's kiss. It is rather dangerous to assume that if you made it this far, the work stops and every moment will automatically be smooth sailing from here on out. It's a step-by-step, quest-by-quest, kiss-by-kiss chance to crystallize your bond. Yes, it is work, but anyone you're willing to go through Duloc and high water for is certainly worth it. Now, this does not guarantee happily every day, but this is about the long run at being happy forever after. Don't know it. Don't I know it. The end.